3, 2, 1, go. Gladius War Fatigue? I mean, that's really good. That is a high tier start for sure. Uka back, yo! This is looking like a blessed run. Will we ever get a Johannes emote from Ritual? I didn't realize there were Johannes fans, I'm gonna be honest. Well, hey, school is nice, but there is no way. Well, okay, I'll do this one check. We are not going down. I mean, I guess we could go down. So much for that idea. No thanks. Ooh, Ukabek doing some big damage. Well, it's banned. Can't believe that's just sitting around, though. I'm not gonna lie, I do miss using all the banned weapons. Everything's good. Not just the fact that they're strong, but they're really fun. Death Sickle, Excalibur, Final Sword Claim. Some of the most fun weapons to use, actually. Balmung as well. Aria's got some really fun top tiers. Nice. Skull Million, good. Gonna have to replace Uka back with that. Strong and it's poison. Ooh, Slide and Malphus in corridor. Well, defense is good. I don't have any healing, though. But I think we're going to try this. Okay, first non-creaking skull boss is Great Armor. Easy. Oh, and weak to sword, GG. Scimitar. This has become my least favorite weapon. We've had some bad experiences with Scimitar. Yeah, let's fight this guy again. The rematch. Yeah, let's fight him again. Careful. Handgun. Nice. Well, let's hope the major is this away. Look at this. Soma can't even shoot the grass. Embarrassing. No! Mistletane's good. Do I try and go back? Hang on. I mean, surely not, right? I mean, look, so there's a major here. We're gonna have to get this at some point, probably. I'm gonna have to see if Mistletoe is up to the challenge. I don't think so. Okay, that barely worked. So yeah, we're good, we're good. Oh yeah, Mistletoe is great, one of my favorites. Alright, trivia time. You're back? Wow. Imagine not getting that. Mistletoe has the fastest attack speed in the game. It is tied with 2 other weapons. What are those other weapons? Who can tell me? One indeed is the famous sword. That is probably how it got so famous. And yeah, combat knife, good stuff. Combat knife, Graham Mistleton. Wait, does Europe have daylight savings? My condolences. You know, we almost got rid of daylight savings in the States. There was bipartisan consensus. It passed, I think it passed the House, but the Senate tabled it for undisclosed reasons. And, I'm really upset about it. Daylight savings is not a good thing. Daylight savings is a terrible, terrible thing. It is based on the myth that it increases productivity, which it does not do. What it does do, however, is increase the number of heart attacks. It is economically expensive, in fact, because it leads to more people like oversleeping, being late for work. There are administrative costs with rolling back the clock and pushing it forward. All of these things add up. So it doesn't make people more productive. It does have a cost. It does disrupt circadian rhythms. And it does get people killed. The evidence on this is now completely overwhelming. And there's bipartisan consensus. If Congress can't get that done... Anyway. I've ranted about this before. It always gets dangerously close to politics. It makes me so mad. Yeah, I looked into that. Someone mentioned it last time. Arizona does ignore daylight savings. The island of sanity. Hopefully, I would like Texas to join them, please. I still got no healing. This is going well except for the healing situation. Yo, my boy. 2026. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, if EU gets it done, that'll increase the odds of America getting it done. I wish you the very best of luck. Okay, Imp is going to be the required blip. Grapes. All right, we have some healing now. Where's garden? That reminds me I should write this down. Garden is right here. The last IronSoul of the year, there is no last IronSoul of the year. So the deal, Blue Smoke, is that, you know, once this second, so we had September, right? Let's start from the top. Oh, hang on. Red Book. Winged Skeleton. These are some bad Grand Souls. So yeah, September was month of IronSoul. I had so much fun. We made October a second bonus month of IronSoul. But after this is done, we're not giving up on it entirely. Instead, we're going to weekly. So it's gonna feature every Sunday as a part of Sorrow Sunday. Oh, and that reminds me, I gotta be up late tonight. I'm gonna be up really late tonight. We're not gonna have all Souls speedruns ready for tomorrow, obviously, so I'm gonna try and get intended percent ready. Wish me luck. Ecclesia took me like 10 hours to derust on, so I don't know. I'll try and speedrun the learning process there. Lightning Doll Band. So yeah, once a week, and then if we don't have it done by February, which at this point would not surprise me, February will be the next month of IronSoul. Well, not at all, Triangle. Yeah, we're building up to that. The return of the Classic Mania Marathon will be on Halloween, the spookiest day of the year. It will include, for the first time, Haunted Castle Revisited, Vampire Killer, and the Dracula X Chronicles. Isn't that exciting? It had to be plus attack, huh? And resist sword. God, I was unlucky. At least we get to check this out. Was it worth? Well, I mean, alright. Not that bad. And then going forward, it'll be the end of every month. Now, Order of Shadows, I actually polled the Discord on this to get everyone's feedback, and they confirmed, you all confirmed, not a Classic Mania. It was like a 70-30 split. Mobile game, kind of its own thing, which I think is the right call. Yeah, Chronicles is gonna be part of it. Chronicles has always been a part of it. I'll gamble. Tried and I lost that gamble. Shame Mistletoe is gone. Hello, Bart. Gabble! Alright, gotta keep this one. I have not played Grimoire. I don't have access to Apple Arcade. I want to badly, but... Well, the whole reason we're going to be doing IronSoul once a week is to avoid Rust. I wouldn't worry. November's going to be a long glitchless grind in this game. So it's not like we're only playing Aria once a week, we're just playing IronSoul once a week. Back when I kind of lost faith in us getting a DS collection, I was thinking maybe we'd get Grimoire on PC instead. I would have been happy with that. But instead, the dream came true, which is even better. Yeah, once a month, I agree with you. If we were only doing once a month, that would cause some rust. No, it's once a week. Plus a lot of Aria in between. All right, well. Cool. You know what that means? We're gonna need even more healing than I was expecting. So, we're grabbing everything, basically. Also, what's even, where is there even left to explore here? I've done everything. Are you telling me I have to go down to caverns? Is that what you're telling me right now? I think that's what they're telling me. Well, okay. Here's how we're gonna do this. Hi, thank you, Ben, for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. We're gonna heal up here. Then I'm gonna warp and band. We're gonna see how this goes. You know, I've never played Fall Guys. Doesn't the new Mario Party have a Fall Guys mode? I don't know. I got bored with the new Mario Party pretty quick. I've kind of dropped that game. But maybe when I actually show up to an in-person event next year, maybe we can play some Mario Party. No, Ben. Ben, I'm not saying is Fall Guys made by Nintendo. I'm saying Mario Party's got some multiplayer stuff, and I think one of the options has some similarities. Did Nintendo make Fortnite? Anybody know? Was that Nintendo? Hey, look, I got all... Yo, Succubus. So these two are bad, but Succubus is allowed. That's gonna be a free gram. Free gram. Careful. Nothing here. Nothing here. Alright. Get these later. Rectangle. Definitely a rectangle issue. That was my fault. It's a skill issue. Oh, I'm nervous now. Wait, what the? Disc Armor DLC? Where'd he show up? These guys weren't here before. The room got harder on the second trip through. I think it's okay now. Okay, here we go. It's Une. It's Merman. Oh! Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Oh. Oof! 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 Clutch damage boosting. All good. Dude! No. Oh, this is not good. Okay, that poison fist looks crazy. Do I have Ghost? No. I am not going to the right. We already got 3 books. I don't think it's gonna matter that much. Yes! An easy area. Blessed. Alright, so I'm gonna get this one mage to fight the boss, and then we're gonna need a lot of healing for arena, reminder. So I'm gonna come back for all these items. Can you use the Aria team for a roguelike? Nah. But don't worry. We're doing a lot of roguelike next month anyway. Hey, there's Succubus, okay. Don't have to find that canister anywhere now. Okay, I was hoping for a harder boss here. It's fine though. Oops, a little bit early. Okay, good stuff. What does Hammer got? Hammer's got Kunitsuna. Man, Hammer always has good stuff. Now that is a usable weapon we're gonna have to Gamba, because I need healing. Seal and cancel. Let's see what's over here first. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Wow. So, this is really bad. I gotta go. First of all, I gotta go back through Forbidden, which is horrendous. But on top of that, I'm gonna have to go to Eastern. I gotta voluntarily make my way to Eastern just to find some other part of the castle to explore. This might be over. Need a lot of healing here. Kaiser, it's actually over. Kaiser Knuckle is the omen of death. Pudding, never mind. How do we get back to the room with the giant skeleton? You just gotta believe. We're gonna fight our way through Dia with the knife. This is why I set up 7 hours today. Oh, hang on. One more. I've got no healing here, except for that pudding. I don't think pudding's gonna be enough. Short sword. Oh, this is not good. This is gonna take something of a miracle. I mean, I have no option. It's literally a dead end on one side and giant skeleton spam on the other. This is just, you know, I gotta face my destiny. Oh. Soma, come on, you gotta face your destiny. Here's the question, do I go Forbidden Both of these are very farmable. I don't think so. I think it's kind of a meme idea. Alright, how are we gonna fight Triton, by the way? I think we're not gonna. We're gonna fly over. Yep, gotta just damage boost here. Oh, man. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I do. Okay, I need for Une to spam. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, I need some MP. I'm gonna chill. So here's the game plan. Oh, wait, hang on. Whoa, hang on. No, well, that's some extra defense. Here's the game plan. We need for the Unes to, like, bud new plants all the way down here, then I can damage boost. Until that happens, no chance. Maybe Giant Skeleton's minus attack. Plus HP. Okay. Well, they're coming down. Oh, that's gameplay. Oh, that's gameplay. All right, now what? Now. Will this guy fall down? Yo! Oh my god, I can't believe how well this is going. Oh, we did it. Sick. No, there is no world where I can defeat a giant skeleton with a short sword. 0% chance. I believe base HP for giant skeleton is 2,000, and I'd be dealing 1 damage. Yeah, giant skeleton is bulkier than most bosses in the game. Oh yeah, also plus HP. It could have been 4,000. Imagine a total of 8,000 hits for both giant skeletons, and then you just die on the way to Eastern anyway. Like, look at this. It might not even matter. I will take this heal if I can get there. This is almost certainly a damage boost. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a damage boost. A little more MP first, though. The range is plus 50 to plus 100 for times 2. Or for plus HP, rather. So it'd be minimum 3k. That was a literal jump scare. Hey, it's a cow. Well... alright, something like that. Alright, here we go. While I'm waiting for MP to respawn, this is the Bware farming room. This is what Iga put this room in for. Like 3 more. No. 1 more? Dude. Gonna worry about all that later on. Alright, and here's Dance Hall. So we'll go back after the Dance Hall boss. Because, well, yeah. Maybe even we'll just come back much later. I'll grab the warp. So it's Dance Hall into Eastern. Are you kidding me? This is almost guaranteed. Big one. Virtually assured. Big one. Minus HP, let's go! Let's go! It's possible. It's absolutely possible. 100%. Although I might be doing big one on phase 2. It's plus defense, you never know. 18, gigantic. Oh, I'm committing to this one. Let's see how Ukabak does here. No. Ukabak, no. Maybe Were Jaguar. Ooh, even better. That's our carry right there. Have you ever heard about that quote-unquote creepypasta for this? The creepypasta goes that there was an anti-piracy measure in Aria of Sorrow, where once you play the game, if it's pirated, you get a certain ways in, you'll just get warped into the Balor room at level 1. Ooh, and the Balor looks extra red. Ooh. And what's funny about that is, if that was real, which obviously it's not, you could win. You could absolutely beat the anti-piracy. And if it was real, I'd speedrun that. I found a weird card of Aria on the playground. It was definitely part of when I put it in. Oh my god. What a believable story. Bro, trust me. Oops. Well, it wasn't a very low minus HP. Or high minus HP, I guess. That's alright. We made some good progress here. Recently, the anti-piracy stuff's been around forever. Like literally like pre-internet. Playground rumors and all that. But I guess they have some staying power. Reminds me of that great AVGN episode, Perpetual, about Superman on Commodore 64. Gotta get the code card. Yeah, the code card. Why do I gotta do that? That's a good one. Yeah, that was even before my time. That's Ultra Boomer. Yeah, I mean, you know. AVGN's been really formulaic for like a decade at this point. It's no longer a show for me. But when it was good, it was the very best. At its peak, it was peak. I'm not sure what the consensus is on that nowadays. Season 1 of AVGN's aight. And then I think kind of everything between Season 2 and Season 6 is good. I'll skip the gross out episodes. It's not my kind of humor. But other than those, they're all super watchable. Very fun. Yeah, Castlevania episodes are great. I think people give James way too much flack for the Castlevania 64 stuff. Like, yeah, oh, by the way, Phase 2. Like, yeah, he got owned. He got owned by the C down button. But in his defense, it was more about recounting his experiences with the series as a kid and young adults. James, why don't you speedrun the game before you review it? I mean, like, that's not really what he's going for, so definitely spread some misinformation and contributed to Castlevania 64 having an undeserved negative reputation, but I think that criticism's a little bit overstated. Besides that, I think those episodes have done more to rekindle interest in Castlevania than like any other YouTube video. It is a clearly passionate love letter to the series. I think those are some of his best episodes. If this is the run, I'm putting AVGN in the thumbnail. Now I'm invested. Thank you so much, Dev, for the bits. I'm glad we won. Sure did take a while. You know, nobody talks about Screw Attack nowadays. People remember the AVGN. No one remembers Craig. Remember Craig? Can I get a 1 in the chat if you remember Craig from Screw Attack? Anybody? Uh-oh. A lot of people don't know who Craig is. Poor Craig. It was sketchy. There we go. I mean, I think nowadays that kind of content wouldn't really do much for people. It's, you know, it's I wouldn't call it clickbait, but it's just, you know. It's, you know, numbered lists talking about games he happened to like as a kid. Kind of humble content almost. But it was fun to watch. Good for the time. Oh yeah, all the stuff from that era is totally dated. Even some AVGN stuff's dated. Uh-oh. But Screw Attack was a cool place to get some retro game recommendations, at least in my experience. Well, that game looks pretty fun. Check it out. We also had the game trailers, guys. I think they're still around, right? They've just rebranded. Hey, what do we got here? Ooh, dive kick. No, totally different. Game Trailer was a review outlet with probably one of the more iconic narrator voices in video games. If you know the voice, you can recognize it instantly. What was that pickup? What pickup? Did I get something and not equip it? I don't think so. Get a high potion. Yeah. Okay. Want to make sure I didn't miss something else. I have no idea why Gladius works on the ceiling, but let's take it. Oh, Castle Map 2, that's it. Yeah. That is what I got. No wonder my brain didn't process it. What I should have done is sarcastically pop off for Castle Map 2 like I sometimes do. Yo, let's go. 2 castle maps, 1 more to go. Dude, that is, oh my, I mean, Jesus Christ. Is that fair? No. Well, we gotta go this way once again. There are literally no other ways to go here. Here's a question to wrap up the AVGN convo for the day. What's everyone's favorite AVGN episode? If you had to pick one. Mario 3, Silver Surfer, Action 52. Silver Surfer's so good. I talked about Superman 64 earlier. That's on my it's on my list. Ninja Gaiden, really good. I'm not always the biggest fan of the AVGN skits, but whoever played the ninja in that did a great job. Oh, we're going for it here. Whew. Okay. My favorite is Batman Part 1. That whole section where he's talking about Batman Forever is the funniest thing, okay? Anyone who says, oh, AVGN is basically the same quality throughout its run, completely wrong. Go watch those rants. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. Oh my god. No, my AVGN thumbnail. Minus HP, never mind. Getting bailed out again. Let's go. It sure is, Alundra. Just thinking about that, right? I'm gonna write this down. I'm watching that when I'm eating dinner tonight. I'm watching AVGN Batman. Alright, what else are we using? Creek and Skull for sure. Guess that's it. The Dick Tracy episode? That's a good one. I think that one got the George Lucas treatment, didn't it? I remember I rewatched it like a couple years ago. I was like, wait a minute. He's added some stuff to this. Oh, that was not good. Well, that was quick. However, this is the most depressing thing I've ever seen. Thankfully, it's got to be close to the minus 50% HP roll, so we're talking like 300 hits or something, I think. That's not that bad. Plus the Green Skull damage. Uh-oh. I kind of don't want the shield to break here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now it is bad. He's gonna start rolling. Oh, here we go. Here's the roll. Rolling again, man? Come on. You don't remember this phase? Well, in vanilla, it didn't really last this long. This is more of an IronSoul thing. Even an IronSoul normally doesn't last this long. Oh, let's go. Close one. Just before the ads, too. Nice. 5 bosses down. Hey, that's good, too. Petrify. So at this point, katana is good enough. I've got 3 healing items. Yeah, we're ready to go. How does this work? Look at that, come in handy immediately. Any opinions on the Mega Man X8 demake? So, I have not played that. I'll probably not play that. Again, time is a factor. But it is an awesome speed game, for sure. I've been watching that. Cool. There's also that other Mega Man. Oh, what's the name of the other Mega Man X hack? That's been in development for like 20 years. You know the one I'm talking about? Just to draw a point of comparison, Corrupted, that's the one. Compared to Corrupted, it's amazing how quickly and efficiently the X8 remake project was completed. Trident. Iron Golem, that's just useless to me. So, more bad news about the seed. Just no yellow boosts at all. Not even Headhunter. Oh my god! Khalidbolg. What bosses are left? It's Death, where this is gonna be bad, and it's Big Golem. Oh, what a waste of a Khalidbolg. That's a waste. That is for real a waste. You know, while I have this Khalidbolg, I'm gonna grab this. If I lose the Khalidbolg, I don't really care that much. Lance, that's fine. That's totally fine. Yeah, we're gonna keep the rest of these items. Let's go back to top floor now. You always gotta fight the bosses before going to Gran. Otherwise, I think I'd probably do it out of order. Do I even have all the souls yet? No, so I'm waiting for Imp here. The X8 remake author is named Allison. Okay, I'll remember that. It's our old friend. Cool. Why is he guarding that? I know the author's from Brazil. Shoutouts to Brazil. I think Brazil has got good taste in video games. Or at the very least, Brazil's got a similar taste in video games to me. How are we getting up here? Ukabat? Actually, Wing Skeleton's gonna be better. They like Mega Man games, Castlevania games, Dragon Ball games. What is Brazil's favorite RPG series, I wonder? I mean, I know Vey does a lot of Persona and SMT. Maybe it's Persona. Yu-Gi-Oh, of course. Here's a good analogy for you. StarCraft is to South Korea, as Forbidden Memories is to Brazil. It's the national game. That's so bad, I don't even know why it happened. Alright, we're gonna try this again. And this time I'm not gonna transform untransform. Can't help but feel like I got a little scammed on that. That, however, is my fault. What a read from Skull Million. Damn. No! Why is it double damage Flesh Golem? Oh my god, he's here anyway! And these guys aren't gonna walk off, I don't think. Oh, that's rough. And we're gonna have to try and go down now. I gotta get back to Chapel. Show me minus attack. Good. One more, one more. There is nothing to be done here. I think the best thing to do is actually to go immediately. I might get knocked to the right if I go immediately. Okay, that actually wasn't that much damage. No, those golems aren't vulnerable to petrifying. Flesh golems got a lot. Lot of HP. Of course. A waste of a strawberry. No longer looking great here. Oops. A little bit low. Dang. What was that? 3 yellow canisters in a row? And I'm walking away with a skeleton knight. Admittedly, it's better than nothing, but... No Galamoth yet. Iron Soul is normal mode. I don't even want to imagine hard mode. Or how about Iron Soul, no soul? You know? That optional difficulty mode in this game a lot of people don't know about where you can't use souls. That sounds like fun. Now what I think is kind of a more interesting option, if you want to make Aria more challenging, there is the no use code, which prevents using any consumables. I think for that reason alone, Aria is technically harder than Soten. If you really want to split hairs. No soul and no use especially make this game very slightly more difficult than Soten. So I think for that reason Soten's the easiest, but still pretty easy. It's a cool way to get rid of the problem of why not just spam consumables to eliminate the challenge. Resist sword plus HP. This is depressing. Creaking Skull can maybe help out here. Oh yeah, big time, big time. My boy Creaking Skull. 5 times the damage. Lance is sword elements. If you think about it, a lance is just a lance-shaped sword. Oh no! I just remembered this is that seed with the gladiator arena. Oh my god. I was supposed to stock up on healing. That feels like a lifetime ago. Well, I know where we're going next. Oh, all this is not even gonna matter. It's dance hall entrance. It might be done. Well, that's like, wow, this guy's weak. This is the weakest death I've ever seen. How many Iron Soul runs have I completed? I have completed 0 Iron Souls in about 7 months. But it's not about winning, it's about PB. And my PB is Chaos 2 with all 4 eyes down, using the Poison Fist. Alright, I'm just playing bad now. I'm getting bored. The most boring death of all time. 7 bosses down. Did you know that Creaking Skull can break this floor? It's that elbow hitbox. I'm gonna leave these items for later. Hey, Shadow Knight, okay. A lot of good familiars. And back here. So... Hey, what the? Okay, so... What are we doing now? We're going to arena is what we're doing. We're just going. I gotta keep these other items lying around. Don't really have too much of a choice. If I can get past this, it's gonna get a little more interesting. But this is where the run likely dies. Well, that works. This was not gonna be a Gram weapon anyway. This will make the arena a little easier. Okay. Reminder, Gram's gonna be pretty easy. I'm gonna have Succubus as an approved yellow, so I can lower my standards a bit. We'll say like 60 plus attack for Gram. Oh, hang on. Is this way? The worst enemy to be plus attack is arguably Shadow Knight. It can straight up one-shot you from max HP if it's plus attack. Which, I mean, damn. At least get one hit to spare, you know? I mean, come on. All right. Maxing out MP first. God, this is so sketch. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Oh my God, man. I'm poisoned. I'm cursed. Oh my God. I'm really trying my best here. Yo, oh my God, oh my God. Yes, no. Oh, it's over, it's over. Yes, let's go! Let's go! Oh, that's a moment right there. I think this goes on YouTube just for that one room. AVGN is going on the thumbnail after all. Now, how do I, like, keep this going? How do I, like, survive? So Chapel's got a heal. Anything else? I mean, this is gonna be kind of scary. Okay. Mind up. Might as well use the rotten meat here. Oh my God, he's playing yo-yo tricks. Okay. 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 Only sometimes, though. Only sometimes. Clutch. This has been such a cool IronSoul run. I do think it's probably coming to an end here, though. I'm just glad it survived this long. Ooh, that's nice. Hang on. Big defense. Waiting for the overhead swing. There it is. Good. Leaving that one for now. By some miracle, the 8 bosses have been defeated. Now to find a Graham weapon. We are looking for an overall attack stat of 60 plus. Also gonna find Imp or a White Dragon. Oh, doable, doable. Not quite. Levitain. We've got one. Now, has anyone been paying attention more than I have? Oh my god. Has anyone noticed a white dragon anywhere in the castle? If so, we're going to farm. If not, well, I gotta keep searching. Yeah, we've seen Quetzalcoatl for sure. I remember that too. I think we might have to keep searching, sadly. Now this is a little... Oh, right. There's a second Ripper behind the final guard. This is going to be a little awkward. I'm just going. And just think, that was minus attack. Let's do something like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go get the save here. We're gonna heal up. That's about it on the easy heals. And then I wonder if it's good to assume that Imp is somewhere in top floor. Yeah, if I can just get this soul, it's gonna be one of the easiest grams we've ever seen. If I take the warp to top floor, I'm gonna be taking some damage. I think the alternatives are worse. All right, here we go. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. This one we're going to fight. Had to be plus HP. Please let me see a blue canister. So once again, Winged Skeleton, Imp, Succubus. Winged Skeleton, no Imp. We got 4 Succubi. Couple more. That's not great, but let's go ahead and just use the save. Oh my god. Yo, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Free Graham. I hope so anyway. Skeletonite until I take damage. Minus HP, minus defense. Healing situation besides Succubus, I've got nothing. Big 1 damage from Imp. Thank you so much. I didn't even really need Succubus there. Okay, so Levitain, thank you so much. I hope we get a second one. Elephant Robe, alright, that's fine. That is more Creaking Skull damage. You know what I could do? Hear me out. I could go to Julius right now and rely on Creaking Skull. I think if it's plus defense, though, it's over. So let's not do that, actually. What we'll do instead is we'll head back to study from this side and go from there. Also, there's a reasonable chance that Hippogriff is the major in Forbidden Area. So that one, we're just not going to see Hippogriff this seed. That's alright, it happens. Shouldn't be a huge deal. The place I'm going to miss it the most is definitely Chaotic Realm movements. But if we get that far, I'm happy either way. I mean, do we take a peek? I've seen enough. Wait a minute. All right, let's do this again. I think at this rate, it would have been better to just take the flesh golem damage. This route might have been ill-advised. I mean, look, I did this before and it was fine. All right, Une, one more, please. Up. The grass is not growing. It's not correct! Oh my god. Alright. This one's a little easier. He'll walk off. So yeah, my concern with Flesh Golem is that it can randomly deal double damage depending on when you get hit during the animation. That's a vanilla mechanic, quote unquote. But I lost about half my HP bar anyways, so I'm not sure that was the right call. But now that we're here, let's go back to the cow room. I could have sworn I left one item here. It looks like I'm wrong about that. So what's a good place for items then? Did we leave some in dance hall? Arena, get out of here. Garden's definitely got some. Oh, also, welcome back, Jug. Thank you very much for the 9 months. Or is that 10? OBS is sending me mixed signals. Either way, hope you're doing well. Hey, here's one. Alright, second Leviathan. Silk Robe. Yeah, there are definitely some in quarters, especially now that we have Galamoth. Just some money here. There's also, here's an idea. The Merman Room check. Castle Map 1, we got it. That's the full set. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Cypher, thank you for the gift sub. Appreciate the gift to the community. I really think I might have been onto something with my Creaking Skull versus Julius idea. Is this the run? Probably not. Oh my god. Potion, I'm using it. Uncurse, that's it. You're telling me those were Galamoth locked? Dang. I think after this we'll try Waterfall. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just taking too many hits. Spoiled milk. No flesh golem. See what's up top. Let me do something like this. Ramen? Whoa. But when do I use the ramen? I mean, I gotta tell ya, with a silk robe, I think now might be the time for ramen. What do we think? If this run dies because I just run into something random, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm gonna go spoiled milk and ramen. Delicious. I might have left a check down here, now that I think about it. I did not. Do we just go to garden? Alright, we're going to garden. If we find something great... If not, well, Creaking Skull is gonna have to carry us. Also, I haven't used the garden heal yet, so I'm gonna save that. If I win, I might use that before chaotic. Does it have to be this difficult? It's the first area of the game. Dude! Super scammed. Oh look, more Medusas. Maybe we'll just use the garden heal beforehand. Persimmon. That is technically healing. Rahab. Okay, we're going. We're going. Clutch garden pickup. Here's the plan. I'm going to use this heal and save the persimmon. What did I say about a great pickup in the garden? I take it back. I can't play this out. Am I really gonna sit here and do this? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. GG, it's over. I forfeit. What were they thinking?